Hi YouTube fam, what's up? I'm out here again with the 250. Getting pretty close to getting done with this thing. Still waiting for my graphics and a few other things, and I'm really hoping that they look good when they get here so I don't have to reorder some more. But I'll show you what I got going on here today. So right now I'm installing some temporary radiator shrouds because I don't want to booger up my good ones that I'm going to install the graphics on. So I got some black ones here that you can see. And I just finished installing some new frame protectors on there. KTM uses these like 3M stickers, and so I put those on there so that won't rub anything underneath. I'll go ahead and show you those because the theme runs deep in this one. Kind of like the Force. This is the Force. So these are 3M background material that protects the frame from rubbing on the gas tank. And didn't show you that, but the air blocks is spotless, absolutely spotless. I took this whole bike apart, including all the airbox pieces and everything, and cleaned everything up. So it's got a brand new twin air filter with no toil filter oil on it. That's the preferred oil that I like to use. So yeah, she's looking good. Here we go. So I'm out here on my lanai, and I'm about ready to swap the tires on my 350 EXC wheels so that I can mount it up on the 250. So I figured I'd show you this real quick. I actually do my tire changes, I'll call it tubeless style. This is the method that you have to use when you're doing the tubeless. Just want you guys to know that I only use 2 Motion Pro shorty levers. I have a third one as a backup, but I only use 2. I figure if you can't do it with 2, you're doing it wrong. And I've been using this little bead buddy too, just because it makes it that much easier. All this thing does is slide on and keep the tire into the drop center with this little bead buddy. There's some other like quick ones that you can get that are pretty cool. Those would actually be pretty handy to have 2 of if you're a beginner tire changer. But anyway, I use 2 of these, 1 of these sometimes when I can find it. And then if you look, I have the tire all the way off the rim on this side, and then if I flip it over one hand, I have the tire all the way off the rim on this side. So basically what that allows me to do is, I'm trying to do this one-handed, I can just flop the tire down and it falls all the way into the bottom of the rim down here. I know this is really shoddy camera work. And then I can easily just peel the tire off, which it does require 2 hands, so I'm not going to show you that. So there it is. It just peels out of there. You can see the tube is still inside the tire. And you can see my old tubeless rim strip there. I'm actually converting this bike, the 250, back to tubes for motocross. And part of the reason is I want the tube in the tire to help give some more structure to the tire, because I am running an 18-inch rear wheel and I do not like 18s. Alright, tube's all cleaned up and inspected. Looks good. This is actually the stock tube from my 690, funny enough. And if you guys do this correctly, that dismount only took me 90 seconds. So yeah, it's not hard if you use proper technique. Okay, that's it. Got this Dunlop 952 installed. It only has 2 rides on it. I took it off kind of in anticipation of knowing this bike was coming. This is the one that I had the Moose mounted up in, so I wanted to save it and make sure that the bead stayed good and everything in case I wanted to put the Moose back on. But yeah, total elapsed time on changing this tire, including the cleaning, is 15 minutes. That's cleaning the rim and everything. So front wheel swapped now. Got all the bolts and stuff replaced in the front. Cleaned up all the axles and spacers. If I get a close-up look here, you can see that these wheels are kind of satin black with coated spokes and then stainless nipples. And these are the Excel rims. They're scratched up. They're a little bit warped. Not that my 350 wheels are perfect. Like you can see that little tiny flat spot in them, but I got rid of these galvanized spokes. Just a nicer wheel set. It looks a little bit better on this bike that's not going to have tons of abuse, you know, in the rocks. Okay, we got the rear wheel swapped now. 350 EXC wheel is on the back of the 250. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the day. Gonna turn the camera around and show you what I did. Yeah, I know it probably doesn't look a whole lot different than yesterday, but yeah, I did get a lot of stuff done on it. So as you can see, there's some factory KTM WP stickers on the fork now. And we'll give you a close-up of those 350 wheels. Those are from 2017 model KTM. Did not have to spend any money on those, I just had to switch bikes. And there's the rear one. And rear one has this super sprox on it now. So 48, I'd like to have a 50, but 48 will be okay. Make it bog a little more in the corner, so I'm not so scared of it. But like I said, these black shrouds are just temporary. I don't want to scratch up, of course, my white ones that are going to be on there. I want to get them all scratched up before the graphics get here. See in there, I've got the white radiator shrouds. Yeah, looking pretty good. We're real close. It's all in the details now, and I got to get a shock in there. As you can see, it's still invisible. And we'll do just a little bit more chassis stuff, and then we're gonna fire it up. I've also got crossbar pads and all that stuff coming for it. There's a lot of things that are hung up in the mail right now, and it's just a fact of life in Hawaii. So anyway, yeah, I think it's looking pretty badass. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's looking pretty badass. Yeah, it looks like it's ready to pounce on something. So Alright, I appreciate those of you who are watching these. I know not many people are. It's pretty pathetic how many views these things are getting, but I'm having fun either way, so I don't give a crap. You know, this channel, I don't make any money from it. This is just me having fun, and maybe I can teach you guys a few things along the way. I'm really getting sharp on the details on like putting bikes back together and sequences, and I don't know how really to explain it to you guys, but when I've been worked on bikes here just in the recent past, you know, it seemed a little bit foreign to me, but now I've dove into this thing so deep and taken it apart and put it together and all this sort of things that it's really starting to click now. The old days are coming back, so I'm pretty excited. This is awesome. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for pretty soon the big reveal. Just waiting for those extra parts.